It's the first day of rehearsals for this ballet troupe, and while things start out a little messy, the dancers quickly fall into step. They have a week before they go on stage, and director Batgerel Chulenbat demands perfection. Batgerel graduated from Russia's prestigious Perm Ballet School in 1989 and returned to Mongolia just as the Soviet era came to an end.
Even food was hard to come by during that time. It was impossible to talk about ballet when there was nothing in the market except oil and salt. But I was one of the many dancers who believed things would get better again.
Hundreds of Mongolians were sent to study Western classical arts in Russia during the Soviet era, including 84-year-old Jamian Davga Baljanim, who helped set up Mongolia's State Academic Theatre for opera and ballet.
The theater reached international level very quickly. Our theater was the first to acquire Western classical arts in Asia.
The theatre first opened its doors to the public in 1963, and this building continues to be an important part of Ulaanbaatar's cultural scene, with opera and ballet staged every alternate weekend during 10 months of theatre season. Besides the success of classical performances, young ballet dancers are trying to introduce contemporary forms. Every year, Altan Huyak Dugara, a dancer with America's Boston Ballet Academy, brings foreign dancers to share the stage with local Mongolian artists with the help of private sponsors.
The dancers has to ready for both classical and modern. Here in Mongolia, we pretty much 99% for the classical.
For visiting artists like Cuban-American Rodrigo Almarelas, some things are a reminder of home.
So the places, you might clap, but it's very contained. They might clap for a long time, but it's still contained. But in here, they go all out, like, and in Cuba, it's exactly the same.
Mongolia's ballet scene may be thriving, but there are concerns for its future.
During socialism, more than 10 ballet dancers were sent to train in Russia every 2 years. Now, we don't have this program. The future is quite gray, in my opinion.
While not all dancers may share Jamian Davga's view, ballet in Mongolia is part of its Soviet legacy, and while private sector support for the art is growing, many here believe the government has a responsibility to keep this legacy alive. Pearly Jacob, Al Jazeera, Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia.